The presidency has come under fire over its Tuesday allegation that it has evidence that some disruptive elements are planning to recruit ethnic groups and politicians to pass a vote of no confidence on the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. The allegation by the presidency, though came short of directly accusing the disruptive elements, which he described as religious leaders and former political leaders, of planning to overthrow the Buhari administration. Its use of words, including earlier statements by the military and the Department of State Services, were read by Nigerians, including prominent members of the Nigerian society and groups, to mean that the presidency was alluding to an overthrow of the government. The senior advocate of Nigeria, Robert Clark, obviously stirred the honest nest when during a television interview suggested that the military should take over government temporarily in order to restructure the country. Clark's suggestion, though unpopular with Nigerians, came on the heels of growing discontent in the country over worsening insecurity that has led to unprecedented fear in the country and calls for President Buhari to rein in the criminal elements terrorizing Nigerians. Mr. Femi Adesina, the president's special advisor on media and publicity, in a statement on Tuesday said the motive behind the plan by the disruptive element was to throw the country into further turmoil. The statement says the Department of State Services on Sunday alerted on sinister moves by misguided elements to wreak havoc on the government, sovereignty and corporate existence of the country, championed by some disgruntled religious and past political leaders, with the intention is to eventually throw the country into a tailspin, which would compel a forceful and undemocratic change of leadership. Further unimpeachable evidence shows that these disruptive elements are now recruiting the leadership of some ethnic groups and politicians around the country with the intention of convening some sort of conference where a vote of no confidence would be passed in the president, thus throwing the land into further turmoil. The caterwauling in recent times by these elements is to prepare the grounds adequately for their ignoble intentions, which are designed to cause further grief for the country. The agents' provocateurs hope to achieve through artifice and sleight of hands what they failed to do through the ballot box in the 2019 elections. Peeved by the allegation by the presidency, several Nigerians and groups, including the Arewa Consultative Forum, Afenifere, the Yoruba Sociocultural Group, the Pan Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, Elder Statesman, Tanko Yakasai, Ohaneze Ndigbo, the Middle Belt Forum, and the People's Democratic Party, among others, have come hard on the presidency, accusing it of heating up the polity and reading minutes to every sincere comment and advice by Nigerians. For the ACF, it was uncharitable for the presidency to see and call every dissenting voice or perceived critics of the All Progressives Congress APC government as disgruntled elements. The group, which spoke through its national publicity secretary Emmanuel Yahweh, said the presidency has a penchant for viewing every critic with dark motives, which it said was wrong. The presidency must be broad-minded enough to accommodate all shades of opinions. The criticism is done in good faith and, if acted upon, will help improve the situation in the country. It is wrong to see all critics as disgruntled, religious and past political leaders with dark motives. Some of them mean well for the government and the country, the ACF spokesperson said. PANDEF, on its part, accused the presidency of chasing shadows instead of looking for how to surmount the myriad of problems facing the country. According to PANDEF spokesman Ken Robinson, tagging religious leaders and past political leaders as disgruntled elements under the current security situation in the country was shocking and least expected. PANDEF cautions that the presidency should stop chasing shadows. Citizens are anxious and troubled. Many are becoming hopeless with even the security agencies seemingly helpless and vulnerable, Robinson said. For the PDP, the statement from the presidency only shows that the president, Buhari, and the ruling APC were being haunted by their shadows, insisting that they are afraid of experiencing what they did to others in the past. In a statement by its national publicity secretary, Kola Ologbodiyan, the PDP added that the allegation by the presidency was only a desperate attempt by the Buhari administration to blackmail Nigerians to cover up for its failures, rather than live up to the responsibilities of office by taking charge and securing our nation. The presidency is busy engaging in frivolous allegations against Nigerians. It is, however, imperative to state that the Buhari presidency and the All Progressives Congress are being haunted by their own shadow, as Nigerians know the persons as well as the political party with the history and penchant to scuttle democratically elected governments. Perhaps the presidency has forgotten that in 1983, Brigadier Muhammad Buhari, as he was then known, led a military coup to truncate a democratically elected government, thereby causing our nation a huge drawback on democratic governance. Also in 2015, the APC, which was already formulated, made itself available as a vehicle of brigandage to disrupt our political process by beguiling Nigerians and taking power through violence, propaganda, and falsehood, the party said. For other statesman Tanko Yakasai, the Buhari administration was only embarking on scaremongering by issuing statements on such a serious issue, adding that it does not support any change of government other than through the ballot box. Yakasai said it is not enough to embark on scaremongering by issuing statements on such a serious issue. We have yet to recover from the violent overthrow of the Tafawa Balewa-led First Republic by young military officers. I do not support any change of government other than which comes through the ballot box. The Apex Igbo Sociocultural Group Ohaneze Ndigbo also distanced itself from the allegation by the presidency, saying it is not interested in anything cool. The group's spokesman, Chief Alex Ugbonaya, however, said that even the president himself knows that all was not well with the country. Ohaneze is not interested in anything cool. Ohaneze is interested that the president should listen to us and address the nation. The president should reorder his steps. He should root his governance in justice because everything has become injustice, especially to the Igbo, he said. The Middle Belt Forum, on its part, viewed the allegation by the presidency as an insult to the sensibilities of Nigerians, reminding the president that Nigeria was operating a democratic system of government. The group's national publicity secretary, Dr. Isuwa Dogu, said, "We view the statement as an expression of guilt by the presidency for the deteriorating situation of things in the country, including insecurity and its inability to stop it." For the Afenifere, the allegation was a non-issue as its leader, Chief Ayo Adebanjo, insisted that Afenifere and other sociocultural groups in the South are only interested in the peaceful restructuring of the country. Who is interested in passing a vote of no confidence in Buhari? Who has confidence in Buhari before, let alone pass any vote of no confidence in him? Okay, Adebanjo asked. Especially Nigerians took to the social media, especially the microblogger site Twitter, to express their anger and views on the allegation from the presidency, with most declaring that it was a mere propaganda to divert attention from the real issues, begging for attention. Okay, so guys, those are the things that the people have been saying, just mere propaganda.